Third phase of moon. Third phase of moon.
Here we go again, right here at Third Phase of Moon. Welcome everybody from around the world in this live premiere. We've got a ton of evidence for you tonight. Buckle up, because the massive amount of submissions coming into Third Phase of Moon is unprecedented, I would have to say, and it is 2020. A lot of people are having their eyes on the skies right now, and you're just looking at a sample of videos that we're going to be going over tonight from around the world up to the ISS above planet Earth in outer space, and what's going on with some military exercises, including strange anomalies that are being captured. You guys are in for a treat tonight. Thanks everybody again. Now let's just roll it right now. Coming in from Panama, listen up.
Un objeto que bajó del alto. No puedo identificar qué es, la verdad. Bueno, acaba de desaparecer.
I'm probably butchering her name, but Marina, appreciate you capturing this. Now, we're looking at it, we're adding a little bit of brightness, contrast, and a close-up of whatever this is. Brent, this is our first video tonight. Wrap your head around this.
Yeah, we're just getting started, guys. Thumbs up if you're enjoying this. I sure am. And what we're looking at is multiple cases of people that were on the ground at Panama City, Father's Day, and they saw this. And what they said, Marina said that this came from the sky, out of the clouds, and then descended right there as we're seeing it right now. Whatever this thing is, it's huge. And there's more to this. We even have more video of other angles of what you see in the sky. But what we're looking at here is clearly unidentified. It looks like something out of a sci-fi movie.
The second sighting. This is the second sighting, which basically states it and reveals that the first sighting is legit. But if you notice, and as we're looking at this, it's pretty much real time. This is breaking news coming out of Panama of some kind of emission, a dark cloud coming from this object in the sky. Brent, what do you make of this? We're going to get a closer look. Do you notice that?
Yeah, you see it kind of just oozing out the backside of it. And with the brightness contrast that we're pulling up right now, it's definitely relevant. You see it. It's something that's spewing out of this. It looks like an engine shooting out smoke, like almost a diesel machine on the black smoke that's coming out. But do UFOs use this kind of technology? I don't think so. Take a look at that as it enters Panama City.
Yeah, here's more of the extended version. We're getting this in real time as I'm just dropping it in the timeline as it's coming in to present this evidence to you. And here it is. You see the city buildings behind it.
It looks like the machine, the spaceship out of Flight of the Navigator. It's amazing. Look at that. That's a great close-up, Blake.
It's very stable in its flight performance. It's not wobbling like if it were a balloon. This thing is rock solid in the sky as it kind of descends downward. But then the size in comparison, that I would have to say, it's at least the size of a bus, maybe a school bus. What do you think? 45, 80 feet in length?
Yeah, it's got some girth. Stuff. It's big. It's got a large mass. I would say 2 vehicles at least, 27 feet, 30 feet.
again, the side-by-side comparison, and you could notice that, again, this thing is rock steady, very stable in its performance of flight. Is this an anti-gravity UFO being displayed for the citizens of Panama? Again, we have multiple eyewitnesses. We're going to follow up with the president of MUFON over there in Panama and hopefully get some updates of what's going on. The Panamanians over there in the region of the correspondent from the president in that region reached out to me, so I appreciate that. We even have more videos tonight for you. Let's just roll the next one. Check it out.
Se você estivesse vendo, você ia ficar endoidado.
We got this video that was submitted today from a friend of ours. People from around the world are sharing their videos over the past few years, but let me tell you, this month has been incredible on the UFO pickup. Thumbs up if you agree with that. But right now, I want to thank Vivian for sharing her video with us, and let me tell you, we're going to be supplying all the original links below, but this video was captured in Rio de Janeiro in Brazil, and next to the motorway called Linha Vermelha, and it was captured about 2:30 a.m. in the morning, and she was happy to share this with us. Do you notice, Brent, whatever this object is, we have lights surrounding it, blinking lights. Are these helicopters surrounding some kind of strange UFO? I'm trying to get a close-up look at it and pull it up. Brent, what's your thoughts here?
Yeah, at first I thought it could have been a little aftermath of a rocket launch, but then I'm looking closely and you see it reflecting these strange colors, and it's illuminated. That centerpiece is very illuminated with sparkles all around it. You can tell this thing is massive from the distance she's filming from the freeway, and then we see that close-up look, which is astonishing. Could it be a drone display of some sort? But I'm not recognizing that from this distance. It's pretty out there.
Good stuff. Appreciate the submission. Now, let's get to this one. Here it is. Again, more broad daylight sightings of the flying disc. The flying saucer has made its return. We're watching it right now, and I want to get your thoughts, guys, what we're looking at here, because we're going to get a closer up look at it. There were some still photographs, and I would have to rule out that this is any kind of balloon. This is definitely not a balloon. This is looking, again, like the typical classic flying disc that you would see in the science fiction movies. But again, this is 2020, and people are joining us from around the world, submitting their footage. Are UFOs on the rise? Take a look at these photographs that the submitter captured, and I want to get your thoughts. You can see the undercarriage of it has this dome-like feature in the shadows, no visible prop propeller blades. Again, there's something going on that I can't explain. Jason Barnes said that this was captured around 2:35 p.m. in Santa Barbara, California, and he's asking, is this a metallic flying saucer?
The photos really revealed that this is no typical drone that you would pick up off the market. This is something with high technology, and the way it just stays so steady, it shows that this is not normal. This is a UFO, a flying saucer.
And look how high up it is. You can see the comparison to his home, the line of the rafters, and then you can see this thing up in the sky. Again, I would have to estimate that this is a pretty good sized UFO, at least 15 to 20 feet in diameter. I don't think it's a weather balloon. Again, we looked at these photos pretty closely, and we didn't see any kind of apparatus attached to it. It's very sleek in its design. Sports model UFO, as Bob Lazar stated. And again, the eyewitnesses states that he didn't hear a thing. So again, a very super close up through the photograph brings out the detail.
Yeah, I really like the photo. I don't see any manipulation going on. Looking at the video, it looks legit. Could it be CGI? There's a possibility, but what I'm looking at now, it seems to be the real deal, and matching it up with the original photo really lends to that this is really happening.
All right, I'm going to pull up the next video. Give me a few seconds here. Check out this one, and let me know in the premiere comments what you guys think, and I appreciate the support that's coming in right now. Give me a second. I'm going to pull up the next video. Okay, I almost got it set, but as we pull up the next video again, do you believe what Bob Lazar stated in regards to anti-gravity and the technology that was obtained apparently from an archaeological dig? That this didn't come to us from the skies, but actually was found digging up an archaeological find, and they found these flying saucers and reverse engineered it. Could they be flying over Santa Barbara? I wouldn't doubt it. And it's a big ocean out there, the Pacific Ocean, and it's very deep waters. Why not it be possible that these little sports models are coming up from the waters off the Pacific? Now, I got the next video. Watch it.
Es weird, ¿eh? ¿Qué es eso, bebé? Mira ahí como que se hizo más chiquito, ¿no?
All right, what are we looking at? This was captured in Florida, and the submitter wants to know what he captured. Dario Harate captured this in the Sunny Isles off the coast of the beach of Florida, and he's wondering what it is. You could kind of hear that he's kind of stunned at exactly what he's looking at. Is this a craft in the sky, or a spotlight in the sky creating some kind of an illusion? Or is there a possible cloaking technology going on here? Brent, what's your thoughts?
Yeah, it's kind of cool. It reminds me of the bat signal, and it kind of looks like what Batman would show when they're looking for Batman, the Gotham sign hidden in the clouds, a symbol. I'm not recognizing the symbol, what we're looking at here, but again, it kind of transforms and moves curiously.
Is it a solid object, or is it a light reflection off the clouds? It's hard to tell. It's bizarre. He did a pretty good job. He held his camera steady.
Yeah, he did do a good job holding it. But again, this is Miami. I think this is more of a light show, and people on the ground would probably let us know, and we'll probably know in the comments within hours, and we'll know what this is.
Yeah, absolutely. We're just looking for the answers, and that's why we're putting it out there. Again, a side-by-side comparison of whatever this anomalous object in the sky is. It's kind of interesting how it appears that it almost peeks through the clouds and reveals itself that it possibly could be a solid object.
Yeah, it's strange. It almost looks like a funnel cloud there for a bit, coming out of the top darker clouds.
You don't see any kind of light projecting up to it. It's like I said, it looked like it kind of revealed itself from the cloud above and kind of peeked through it. And
yeah,
then,
it's curious.
Again, I'm looking at it. There's some pops of light to the right of it too. I'm kind of curious on what that was. And then it kind of, did you see how the cloud passed to the right of it and then kind of hid behind it again and reveals itself behind the clouds? It's bizarre. It's, again, hard to wrap your mind around of exactly what we're looking at. And that's why we're asking the questions, sharing these videos, permission granted from around the world. And it's very interesting to see what you guys are saying on the comments right now. It helps a lot. We got another video coming up. Like I said, so much evidence coming in this month. It is incredible. That's why we have these extended episodes. Now, take a look at this. Coming in from the ISS. Do you notice it? Do you see what I see? Well, this was from the Third Phase of Moon archives. I wanted to pull it up for you again. If you see this object kind of up from the International Space Station in the void of black space, you see this disc-shaped object reveal itself with a lot of lights, like almost peering through portals. What do you think of these portals, these lights flashing through? I sped up the image. It seemed like this craft approached the ISS and then descended away, but I put the brightness contrast out in it. I sped it up. This thing lasted for about 20 minutes, this encounter, but when you speed it up, you see this thing kind of approach again, the ISS, and reveal itself, and it is quite large. This thing's big.
Yeah, it really matches what's going on with their videos that we just posted a couple days ago. That's kind of getting the rounds. What's happening in space is experiments of an alien in nature.
Look at
I
this
believe.
thing.
Look at that.
The typical cigar-shaped craft with these lights peering through it. Very
It's just
strange.
that glint on the bottom really looks like there's some sort of a thruster, some technology going on there.
You could almost make out the craft, but as fast as it came within the 12 minutes, it descended away into the darkness of space. But
Yeah, it just
again,
seemed to evaporated.
I'm going to repeat the angle again, and I want to ask you guys, what is this? Or do we have massive craft that are within our own assets? Maybe the Secret Space Force is parked outside of the ISS, or could these be extraterrestrial craft that are visiting the ISS? Nonetheless, what the heck is this craft? And I haven't seen it in any of the assets as far as NASA or what they're bringing up to the ISS. It doesn't look like the Dragon to me. This resembles the classic cigar-shaped craft, and I would have to say it's big. It's like maybe 75, 100 yards. This one's...
There could be some sort of anomaly. Again, people will say that, and that's a possibility. Could it be a reflection of the International Space Station itself creating this illusion, which is a possibility, but it just doesn't look like it. It looks like there's a spaceship, what you'd see in a sci-fi movie again.
Absolutely, Brent. And, people are agreeing that it looks like some kind of craft that approached the ISS. More videos coming in. Let me share this with you. Watch. Okay, I slowed down the video. The submitter said that there was something telling, or just off the tail of a C-17. And we're looking at it really closely. I slowed it down, and we're going to get a close-up look at it. Do you see it? Do you see a little, disc pretty much right behind, following the C-17? Again, I'm slow-moing it. I'm getting in as close as possible. The camera is pretty shaky, but you see this grayish disc basically right behind the tail. Oh, did you see it just dart? I don't know. It looks very strange. Some people are saying that this is maybe just a parachute that was ejected for parachute cargo drops, and it got caught up on the drop,
we're not
and it's
seeing
just
the
kind of
tether.
hanging there.
Yeah,
but I'm not seeing any tether, so it's really bizarre.
Yeah, maybe the quality's not picking up a tether, and it could be there, but the clarity is really solid, and I would think you would actually see it. Whatever this thing is, it seems to be flanking this C-17 as an experiment, seeing how close it could pull its technology.
Yeah, there's white Tic Tacs. They said it resembled a white Tic Tac. This thing's gray, but it resembles a Tic Tac. Why not have gray Tic Tacs? and keep up, play games with military exercise, and run circles around it. And that's what exactly this thing looks like it did. It did this really quick maneuver, very impressive.
It has that
indeed.
shadow on the bottom, and it definitely is a Tic Tac shaped UFO.
It's just except that it's gray. I'm not seeing any tether strapped to it. That if this were some kind of cargo dropped parachute that got tangled up, and it's just kind of hanging on for dear life, and eventually would get blown off. No, this is something very bizarre, and then you can see it do that quick
That's
maneuver.
weird. That throws me off a little bit. Could this be a special effect?
Yeah, we're looking at it close. I don't know. That jump at the very end looked a little strange, but then again, if that were doing a quick maneuver, as these pilots state, it wouldn't surprise me if it would look something like that, if it jumped that fast from one position to another.
It seems like there's a lot of obstruction of this, and to track something like this that close to something like that would be difficult for a computer program to do. I'm still leaning towards that this is a real deal, Blake.
Absolutely. Again, we're putting out the original links below, and everybody can take a look. We want to thank everybody from around the world who made Third Phase of Moon, again, the top UFO channel, sharing the top UFO news as it comes in from the people like you who keep their eyes on the skies and submit their incredible footage to us. It's our pleasure to broadcast it and let everybody, ask the big question, whether we're alone or not. And it is that time. Blake Cousins, we'll see you real soon.